Three armed robberies across Nashville just minutes apart, and now police are searching for the culprits. The first one happened around 10:30 last night on the Delta Express on Charlotte Pike. Police say two men wearing masks walked in with guns and demanded the clerk get to the ground. They took off with money from the register. The second happened almost 30 minutes later at the Sonic on Donaldson Pike. Metro Police say this was an attempted armed robbery. Three teens wearing masks had guns but couldn't get in because the door was locked. And the third happened before 11:30 at the Circle K on Nolensville Pike. Two men with guns grabbed the cash from the register. All of the robbers ran away. Police believe the robberies are not related at this point.
All right, new this morning, Amy, a dad is placed behind bars after he apparently brought along his young son to a drug deal. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley live for us at the Metro Jail with more on this. And this is a pretty young son, right?
Steve, yes, that's what police tell us. This son is 9 years old. He was found sleeping in the back of the car during the alleged drug deal. Police were actually sitting in the parking lot, saw this drug deal go down, and then started following the suspect. And this also was about a block away from the precinct there in the area. We are talking about the Walgreens on White Bridge Road. Police say late yesterday, the suspect, 45-year-old Willie Anthony, was dealing heroin to another man. He then pulled out of that parking lot. Police followed him, said he started to speed. In fact, he was going about 10 miles over the speed limit, so they pulled him over. He told police he didn't have any other drugs in the car, but when police were searching through the vehicle, affidavits show they found heroin, marijuana, scales, and that sleeping child. He was booked here in the Metro Jail, the suspect was, and is facing several charges this morning. His bond has been set at $76,000. Now, throughout the morning, I've been asking police if they know who has custody of the son. So far, the police have not gotten back to me on that just yet. So we don't know if the son is with DCS or if he is with another family member. But we do know the suspect, again, his name is Willie Anthony. He will be in court to face these charges on Thursday. We're live in the Metro Jail this morning. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Cuthbert. And three jail employees find themselves on the wrong side of the law this morning. TBI arrested Robert Hill, Stephen Binkley, and Roy Napper yesterday. They're accused of making inmates build wooden items to be sold at flea markets and then pocketing the profits. They are all charged with official misconduct and inmate labor violations. Wow.
All right, funeral arrangements are now set for that Kentucky state trooper that was shot and killed on the job. A visitation for Cameron Ponder will be tomorrow in Radcliffe, Kentucky. The funeral Friday in Elizabethtown. The 31-year-old trooper will be laid to rest at Fort Knox. Sunday night, Trooper Ponder was shot and killed during a high-speed chase along I-24 in Lyon County. The gunman was later shot and killed during a standoff. Ponder had only been on the force 9 months. He was a U.S. Navy veteran.
A 15-year-old is in critical condition this morning after being seriously injured during a football game. Freshman Tyler Graves was airlifted to Vanderbilt after taking a hard hit during a JV game between Westmoreland High School and Lebanon. No word on what kind of injuries Tyler suffered, but as soon as we get more details, we'll pass them along.
Vandals desecrate dozens of grave sites for some crazy reason at a Shelbyville cemetery. Now police are trying to track those suspects down. Over the weekend, about 40 tombstones were knocked over, kicked around, uprooted, even shattered at the historic Willow Mount Cemetery. Many families went there immediately to check on their loved ones' final resting places.
It was very upsetting to find out that somebody would come and maliciously, do something like this for no reason. There's just no reason.
Up to $1,000 being offered for anyone with info leading to an arrest. If you know anything about this, call the Crime Stoppers number there at 931-685-4300.
A new bridge has opened over Center Hill Marina in Smithville.
That's right, which means it's time for the old one to come down. Oh, glad you're not water skiing along Center Hill right about now. All right, this is video from our friends at WJLE Radio showing a portion of the old Sligo Bridge being demolished yesterday. According to the state records, the cantilever bridge was built back in 1948 across the Center Hill Lake along Highway 26 in DeKalb County. That new bridge built right alongside The old one opened up on Saturday.
Those are always interesting to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, and some of those old bridges, you know, they're like so narrow.
I know.
You know, you think, how in the world, especially cars like in the 60s and all that, how in the world, those are big wide cars.
I know.
How did they ever make it across that thing?
And then to maybe pass like a semi or something.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, frightening.
Yeah. All right. So out with the old, in with the new.